Alright babies, it's that time again. How do you like the hair? How do you like the pants? So life is good. One of the things I enjoyed as I got up this morning was I saw the sun in a light that I normally don't see it. Because usually, you see me, I get up in the dark to go to work. Then as the sun is rising, I'm on the highway. But today I got to see it just after it had risen, and it was shining on the grass and the shrubbery right outside my window. And I was just enjoying the color that I normally don't see. And I was just thankful to God that I could see it. And I kind of was looking at it like, like His mercy is new every morning. And every day there's a new opportunity to grow. And just the way it was shining on the bushes and the trees and the grass, it made me think about how every moment is unique and precious. Because in 10 minutes time, that scene will change. So I'm thinking like in the same thing with the movement of God's Spirit. This music is obnoxious. That's why I love these things. So yeah, in the movement of God's Spirit, it's similar to the changing of the weather and the conditions. You know how Jesus says the Spirit is like the wind. You don't know where it comes from or where it goes. And that's what it's like to be born of the Spirit. And so I'm encouraging you to stay fresh. Stay in His presence. Keep moving as He moves. And the more you do that, the more you'll understand what I'm saying. Some of you will probably be thinking, what are you talking about? It's hard to explain. I'm going to try though. I got 6.5 minutes. Let's see if I can do it. Alright, so you compare the old covenant, the law, keeping the law, and you compare that to the new covenant, which is the law of the Spirit. Yeah, baby, you don't hear that too often, do you? People want to talk about grace. Oh, I'm under grace. I can sing like a... Grace doesn't mean you get to sin like a blankety blank. God will forgive you. But that's no life. There's no life in you if you live like a fool and all you have is God's forgiveness. That's no life. That's just you under grace, living like a fool. We are the bride of Christ. The world isn't going to know Jesus unless we show them who he is. We can't show them Jesus when we're living like a fool and we're doing whatever it is we want to do. Oh, I like doing this. Oh, I like doing that. Oh, I can't stop doing this. Oh, I don't want to give this up. Oh yeah? Keep living like that. Let's see how many people see Jesus in you. 0. See, my finger can't even do a 0 because it's not fixed yet. So my point is, Jesus did away with the law of sin and death. So we no longer have to live like, every time I sin, I gotta offer up a sacrifice to God, and with the right intention, hopefully he's gonna forgive me, and just keep doing that over and over again. Which is kind of like how some of you are living, so I'm just saying. I'm not saying I didn't do that either. I did that for a long time. But just you need to stop if you want to have life in you. So instead of that, he's given us the law of the Spirit. So some of you might be thinking, oh, I'm so glad I didn't have to live under the Old Testament, the law, sin and death. It's so much easier to be living in the law of the Spirit. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you're going to have to give things up. You're going to have to stop being that fool that you are. You have to stop. Now, you can't stop on your own. You're going to need the Spirit to reorganize your life. And so by that's what I was saying, stay in step with the Spirit. The Spirit of God will let you know. The Spirit of God will, you'll be doing something, and the Spirit in you will be like, how is this glorifying me? And then you go, I don't have a good answer. Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it to your attention. So let's see what we can do about not doing this anymore. Oh, really? Okay. And here's another tip for you. The easier way to do that, there's many ways you could do it, but the way that is going to be less burdensome, so you'll start to understand what Jesus says when he says his yoke is easy and his burden is light, is you have to reorder your mind and recognize that you've been living like a fool, doing whatever it is you want, and you have to replace that with, Lord, I want to be as loving as you are. I want to be as calm and trusting as you are. I want people to see in me your faith that you have, or that you showed when you were on the earth. You're loving God and trusting God for everything. I want there to be evidence in me that I am in complete communion with you. That when you speak, I hear your voice. And when I hear your voice, I obey. I'm just like a dead leaf in a breeze, and I move wherever the breeze moves me to. That's how you live in the Spirit, baby. So stop living like a fool. Start living like the bride of Christ. And you watch. The intimacy that will develop between you and God is going to birth the children of the bridegroom and the bride. And you'll start showing evidence of his seed taking residence in you, uniting with the egg in you, and you will birth love, patience, joy. Yeah, baby. You're welcome.